Hey guys, Sinnoh Pokemon here. In today's video, we're talking about the next few months in Pokemon Go, and there's some leaks about what's coming in December, January, and February, starting with Sinnoh Tour, Pokemon Go holiday events, and just so much more. There's a lot of exciting events coming up, and we're going to be talking about it all with you guys here today, so let's go ahead and get this thing started. Now, shout out to Pogo Central over on Instagram for helping me out finding these leaks, and let's just talk about everything that he's got to say. Now, apparently the new season's name is going to be Timeless Travels. Now, just off the bat, that season name is one, cool, two, makes me think Hisui, maybe even future past paradox forms. That could be really, really crazy. I mean, I don't think we're gonna get that, but that could be really, really cool. But immediately off the bat, I'm thinking about Hisui, which is pretty awesome because I want to see all the Hisui and Shinies released. Maybe we'll get the Sneasel, maybe we'll get the Quillfish, but let's talk about the community days because we're gonna have 4 during this season. And of course, we start off with the December recap com day, which is always a lot of fun. We recap all the 2023 community days, but the first community day of 2024 is apparently on January 6th, and it's apparently Rowlet, which I am so excited about. My fiance is also very excited about this one. This is one of her favorite Pokemon, and Shiny Rowlet in that whole line is really, really nice. So I would love to see this, and maybe we're able to evolve into Hisui and Decidueye. I think that's a long shot, but that could be really cool. And, you know, it's a potential at least. But regardless, Shiny Rowlet is a great shiny, and that is going to be a very, very fun com day. Now, apparently the classic com day for January is Porygon, which is a decent one. I think Porygon's a pretty cool shiny. It's got, you know, a double evolution. I think it's all right. I don't think it's the most exciting one, but I'll be playing. You know how it is. Then apparently for February is Chansey with Happiny and 2KX. So kind of how they did the Togetic one. I am not the biggest fan of this one. I hope this one isn't real, if I'm being completely honest. But, hey, it is what it is. Shiny Chansey's pretty cool. I just don't think, you know, we need a com day for a boosted Shinymon anyways. That's just my opinion, but it's okay. We move on to the December events. Now, there's some pretty exciting stuff in December always. And, of course, we're starting a brand new season. But apparently we're going to be getting the debut of Satotl, which is one of my favorite Pokemon in the brand new Pokemon Scarlet and Violet games. There we go, I can speak. And this Pokemon could potentially even be a PvP pick and as well as a raid attacker because it is just so bulky with high attack. It's actually got comparable total damage output to all the ice types. Really, I mean, a lot of the ice types that we have are pretty frail. So this is one that's going to hold up a little bit longer, and it still has that high DPS. So there's a chance that it could really rank among the top attackers. I think it's going to be along the lines of what you use your Galarian Darmanitans maybe, because I think it's going to last a little bit longer. I don't think it's going to be as good as Shadow Mamoswine though, but hey, I love Satitan, I love Satotl, let's bring him to the game. Then we got ourselves apparently a Weirdeer raid day, which is pretty exciting because it's another Hisuian Pokemon in the game. But I will be honest, there's a couple other Hisuian Pokemon I would like to debut before that. Maybe Sneasler and stuff like that, like as a raid day mon, I'm saying. But I think Weirdeer is still a great one, honestly. It's going to be fun. It does suit the Holidays event. Apparently, it's coming during the Pokemon Go Holidays event, which means we're getting another raid day also just a month after a raid day event, which is pretty cool. We're going to go ahead and take advantage of that. Then, apparently, we're getting Shiny Vanillite for the Pokemon Go Holidays event, along with 2 brand new costume Pokemon, which I'm very excited for because I love hunting costume mons, and Shiny Vanillite's a pretty good shiny as well, so I will be hunting that as well. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And a quick interruption in your vlog because we hit 10K subs. I just want to say thank you so much, and we got a 10K celebration stream coming on November 18th from 9 a.m. all the way until 7 p.m. We're doing a 10-hour stream with giveaways, which is so much, and obviously shiny hunting. We're going to be shiny hunting all the costume Pokemon in the Fashion Week event, one of my favorite events of the year. We're going to be live basically all day. You guys gotta hit that sub button. It's gonna be an absolutely crazy day. Trust me, you're not gonna want to miss it. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and just wanted to let you know. But let me let you get back to the vlog. And now, according to the leaks, there's apparently a limited research that's going to give us a guaranteed shiny Cryogonal. Now, I feel like this is where I should say these are all leaks, so they're all potentials, but this leaker has been reliable in the past, so I just want to let you guys know, though, there's a potential that this doesn't come true. But I think at the very least, we're going to get the shiny Cryogonal debut during this year's Christmas holiday event. So that should be a lot of fun. It's a pretty decent shiny, and if we get a guaranteed one from limited research, I will not be complaining. Then we move on to January, the start of 2024, which is always fun, a new year, and we always get a fun New Year's event. There's a bunch of, New Year's themed Pokemon. We got ourselves a really fun Pikachu last year, which I hope returns, because I didn't get it. So I hope it does return. I had some bad luck to start last year, but we have Wurmple, we have Raticate. We just have a bunch of stuff that is, holiday themed, around the holidays and New Year's, starting the brand new year. But some other January events are, we're going to have a Shadow Ho-Oh raid weekend. Just like we had for Shadow Lugia, it's going to be time for Shadow Ho-Oh, which is just an incredible Shadow Shiny. I'm really excited for this one because it just looks really good. I've had bad luck with Shiny Shadow Legends, so I hope that means I get this one because it just looks really, really good. And it's decently usable, not the most usable in the world, but still decently usable. Now, we're also going to be apparently getting Sinnoh starters from Shadow Grunts, which is pretty cool. It's been about time. I feel like we should get them, and some of them are going to be pretty powerful, which is awesome, so we definitely won't complain about that one. Then we move on to a brand new Pokemon from Gen 9 debuting again with Varoom, which is awesome. I love that we're getting all these Paldean Pokemon, and with Varoom, that is a steel type Pokemon, so maybe we have a steel type event, or maybe a poison type event because it's steel poison, but we could be having a steel type event at some point. That could be some fun, and if it does release with a shiny, the golden shiny looks really good as well. Then we move on to a potential leak here with a possible Kanto Tour Classic. I wonder how that's going to work. I wonder if it's going to be in person like they had during the Johto year. So before that, I think there was like an in-person event where you had a weekend, but we'll see. Maybe we get a global event for one day. We get a Kanto Tour Classic. That could be a lot of fun. I mean, I would love to hunt some of Kanto's shinies. I still need Kanto Meowth. Please help me. But then we, move on to February because, of course, not everything has leaked, but there's a lot of stuff that has. And February has some awesome events. We always get the Chinese New Year event, which is always a lot of fun. Valentine's Day, always a lot of fun. And then there's a brand new event called Carnival 2024. We'll talk about that in a second, though. We start with Chinese New Year, and this year we're apparently getting the debut of Drampa. I wonder if we're going to get the shiny, kind of how like we did with Druddigon and Turtonator. That would be interesting, but Drampa is a pretty cool Pokemon that's going to debut. Then we move on to Valentine's Day weekend, and apparently there's going to be Elite Raids returning with Enamorus, which is actually pretty awesome. This is, again, a Hisuian Pokemon, and it does have a Therian form and a Incarnate form, just like all of the other genies, right? So that could be a lot of fun. I do think it's going to be pretty good as a Fairy-type raid attacker as well. It's going to be very, very strong. I mean, especially with the bulkier Therian form, I think they both could be very good in raids and maybe even PvP. I would definitely test them out. But then we move on to Carnival 2024, and I'm pretty excited because it says it's going to debut Shiny Oricorio, and it does make perfect sense for it to debut in this event. But that's a shiny that's going to be a lot of fun to hunt, and when you're in different regions, you're going to be able to shiny hunt different Oricorios. So if you're ever traveling, that could be a lot of fun. Now, there is an unfortunate thing about it. Some of the Oricorios are better than the others, like especially that Battle A style. Oh, that is top tier shiny, right? But the one in the US isn't as good. But it's okay. Pom-Pom style, I'll still be hunting it. I'll try to find it. It took me forever to find Pampor, so hopefully it doesn't take me as long with this one. But then we move on to the big news. Sinnoh Tour is coming back. Well, Go Tour is coming back with Sinnoh, and apparently the in-person event is going to be in Los Angeles. And I'm telling you guys right now, I will be there. I will be there. So if you guys are going to be there, let me know in the comments down below. I would definitely love to say hi to some of you guys. It should be a lot of fun. And I'll be there grinding. You know how it is. But there's also going to be a global event for those that can't get there. So don't worry about that. It should be a lot of fun. Go Tour events are a lot of fun. I know the shiny odds weren't amazing last year, but it will be a lot of fun. Trust me. But we, of course, have some debuts with some Rotoms debuting. I think all forms of Rotoms are coming, which is a lot of fun. But also, the origin forms of Dialga and Palkia are apparently coming in raids. And that is awesome. I'm so hyped about that because both of those are just really, really cool, and I wonder if they'll have their shiny because that would be a lot of fun. Now, in terms of stats, they're very similar to Dialga and Palkia anyways, so it might be very usable in PvP as well and in raids. So definitely keep an eye out for those two. Also, Basculin debuting. Could be fun. We'll see how that goes. But apparently, we're not getting the release of Arceus, Manaphy, or Fiona. All three of them, but most importantly, Arceus. We've all been waiting for Arceus in Pokemon Go, and apparently it's probably going to get its own event or released at a later date because it's not releasing at Sinnoh Tour, or at least that's what it's saying in the files, which is a little bit unfortunate. We did just get Mega Ray. Imagine Mega Ray right into Arceus a few months later. That would have been very, very cool, but hey, I guess it is what it is, too good to be true. But we're going to be getting the shiny debuts of all the Sinnoh shinies that haven't debuted, as well as shiny Shaymin. Sorry, my voice is kind of going, but shiny Shaymin from research, which is awesome. I can't wait for this one. We got shiny Jirachi this year. You get shiny Shaymin now in 2024 with Sinnoh Tour. That should be a lot of fun. Shaymin's a really good shiny as well. But then we also got ourselves some 10K eggs, just like we had in Vegas and with Hoenn Tour. We got ourselves 4 brand new shinies and eggs with Chingling, Chatot, Pachirisu, and Carnivine. These will be brand new shinies as well as regionals. Well, most of them, right? Carnivine, Pachirisu, and Chatot. Those will be a lot of fun to hunt. I'll definitely be hunting these eggs. We hunted like crazy for Relicanth, Torkoal, and Tropius, so I'll be doing the same for these eggs. Then we go into additional stuff. We got ourselves 4 costume Pikachu, apparently, which is interesting. Got shiny unknown H-I-N-O and S. I still need H, so I'll be hunting that. I think I need, out of those, I think I need H and I. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll be hunting all of them regardless. Then we got ourselves Regigigas, which knows Crush Grip, which is interesting. So we got a new move for Regigigas. Should be fun. Maybe it'll make it a little bit more usable. I don't think so, but we'll see. Maybe, who knows? And that's gonna wrap up Sinnoh Tour, which looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun. I can't wait for this event. Sinnoh is just an awesome region. I hope we get. I mean, my main hope is Rotom spawning in the wild with its shiny forms in all the forms. Maybe switching by the hour, it changes, its form. But I do hope we get the shiny eligibilities of the evolved forms, like Rhyperior, and all the new evolutions in Gen 4, because Gen 4 has a lot of brand new evolutions, so why not give us them all shiny? I think that would be a lot of fun, shiny in the wild. That would be a lot of fun to hunt. But then we move on to additional info for the season with unknown dates. Now, there's some Pokemon that are supposed to be coming, but we don't have a confirmed date for it. So some of those are debuts for Honedge, Annihilate, Lycanroc Dusk, and raid days for the Hisuian starters. So Hisuian starters are apparently getting a raid day event, or raid days with an S. That would be absolutely crazy. That would be a lot of fun if we get ourselves, maybe a weekend where each weekend we get ourselves the Hisuian starters. So that could be a lot of fun. I wonder if they're going to be in their final evolution forms, or if they're going to be as the, well, I guess that would make sense to be the final evolution form. That's the only one that's, quote unquote, different. But that could be a lot of fun. We also have Annihilate debuting, which is a lot of fun, and the last form of Lycanroc, which is also cool. Maybe we'll have a Rockruff hatch day. Hey, if I called it here first, okay? But then we go into also having a fairy type event with a fairy type shiny release, but we don't know what it is at this point. Maybe it's gonna be, I don't know, Flabebe, maybe, that's my guess. Then we move on to the next thing. It's also some route NPCs. Cool, a little new mechanic added into the game. That should be fun. But those are all the leaks that we're talking about for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this style of video. Let me know in the comments down below. If you want to see more tips and tricks videos or leaked videos just like this, let me know in the comments down below. I'll see you guys in the next video though. Peace.